Okay, so I hate the idea of making a serious video, especially since, I'm not even, like, close to having a large following, so, it's, like, a little cringe, but, like, I don't care because this video needs to be made anyways. But, I said in my last video, even though none of you have seen it, that my next video was going to be Minecraft. And, in case you didn't know, I use OBS. And the thing is, I thought I worked my way around the problems that OBS has had with Minecraft, where instead of using game projection, I used, I think it was just overall screen projection. And it worked. Like, one day I recorded my first video with it, and it worked fine. And then I decided to come back like a week or two later, and I'm like, this video is kind of boring. I think I'm gonna make a continuation from there. And so I did. And after that, a day or two later, I came back again, and I recorded like episode 2, I guess, like episode or part 2. And that was around a day or two ago, and then I went to go edit it, and it was all fucked up. It was all stuck on the game menu. And if you didn't know, like, I'm not referring to, like, when you first open Minecraft. I'm referring to, when you first get into the game, and it's, like, there's the options to save and quit and all that stuff. Basically, it was all on that one frame, and you could just see my cursor moving around, and you could hear me playing, but it was just stuck on that frame for the entire 3 hours of content that I recorded throughout part 1 and part 2. And I didn't know how to handle it, really. I kind of just stared at my screen after I already had everything in Filmora. And I won't lie, I cried. Yeah, because the thing is, this meant a lot to me, because I always grew up playing Bedrock. The only time I ever played Java was when I was really young, I think when I was 11. And I never played Java ever since. And this was one of my first times back on Java, because I remember throughout, like, my life, I've played a little bit on my sister's computer, but I barely saw my sister, so I guess that doesn't really count. And, yeah, that was my first time in so long. And it was the first time I wasn't using keep inventory either, ever. I always had keep inventory on, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna make it a challenge today. I'm not gonna use keep inventory. So that was another big thing, and I made a lot of achievements in those 2 parts, and so now I don't know what to do. The achievements that I made, they weren't too crazy, but they were a little bit to me. I found tons of iron, 2 stacks. Found this big, beautiful cave that I explored practically almost the entirety of. I found lapis, I found redstone. This cave was stacked. Died several times, but thankfully got all my stuff back. I found diamonds. Yeah, 5 whole fucking diamonds. I was loaded up with iron tools and armor. I didn't have a house yet, it was just like a little shack. I was on a little island, and it was surrounded by water. And not too far off were other sources of land. And I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be so cool. I'm gonna build like a bunch of bridges and stuff, and like my house is gonna be in the center. And I even built one singular bridge so that I could get to that loaded cave I mentioned easier. Yeah, I got a lot done in those 3 hours, and it all went to waste. It was all for nothing. Because I talked about it with my mom, and she's like, oh, you can just explain the inconvenience and continue from there. I don't know how people would feel about that. Because, like, imagine, like, clicking on a video of someone being like, oh, first episode, Minecraft, and then, like, they already have a bunch of achievements, including finding diamonds done. You're not gonna want to watch that. That's stupid. And at the same time, I don't want to make a new world and start over, you know? Because I already put so much effort into that world, and it would all be going to waste. And I found the perfect spot, too. I'm very serious about, like, finding a good spot to build. And it just seriously crushed me. This killed, like, my motivation completely to want to make any content right now. But yeah, I really don't know what else I'm gonna do here. I'm really sorry. Maybe in, like, a couple weeks, maybe I'll want to post something eventually. I mean, I haven't quite really been consistent, which is really bad. But this definitely is not gonna make it any easier at all. And I'm debating what I'm gonna do with this world. This Minecraft world. Alright. Goodbye.